Feel something. Just like giddiness.
Okay.
Excitement. Secret levels. I'm gonna go to the terrace.
And like, I can't thank you boys enough for being so decent, you know.
The fuck I am, firstly.
No, I want to know where the fuck are you, firstly.
Oh, all of a sudden you care.
Welcome back to Romance Review TV with Lady T, and we got another recap video for you guys. Love Island UK season number 8 episode 11, and boy, it was crazy. And it was the Ekin-Su show once again, and yeah, we're gonna talk about all of this drama. But before we unpack this, if you are new here, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications. If you like the video, smash that like button, and also feel free to drop a comment down in the comment section below. So, without further ado, let's talk about this video and make all of this make sense. So where we picked up was after the new boys, both Remy and Jay, finished their dinner dates with both Paige, Amber, Tasha, Ekin-Su, and Indiyah. And it left us the previous episode with Tasha being impressed by Jay, who looked very unsettled in coupling with Andrew after their successful date, but his feelings aren't being reciprocated, with Tasha telling Andrew that she couldn't imagine being with Jay outside of the villa. And we can't forget about that whole Lady and the Tramp moment between Ekin-Su and Jay. So now we are back on set for episode number 11, and it's party time. It's time for them to get ready, get dressed, kind of get the socializing. And the first scene that we got was this whole thing with Ekin-Su and Davide. And, you know, it's just not giving, because Ekin-Su is not giving any type of connection at this point with Davide. She's pretty much sold on Jay, and we have a lot of that in this episode today. But pretty much, you know, he's trying to gauge where she is, and he knows. I mean, he was done when the other guy came in, that is Gemma's ex. But then we got another situation brewing, and that's this whole thing with Demi and Amber. And with Demi and Amber, she's feeling like he's not doing enough. Demi is feeling like she's not meeting him halfway, and they get into this whole back and forth. Demi is like, okay, I'm doing all these things, I'm trying to open up, but you got to meet me halfway. And I totally understand that. Both you guys, one can't sit back and the other person is doing everything or trying to, you know, pursue. And in that case, they call it grafting. Then we had a conversation that happened between both Ekin-Su and Luca. Now, she was trying to give Luca advice on how to deal with Gemma, because Gemma is not liking that he is just doing everything. He is just too geek, too excited, and she kind of wants somebody who don't really give a damn, and that's unfortunate, because why would you want somebody emotionally unavailable? And so Ekin-Su is pretty much telling Luca, kind of chill out, pull back a little bit. And he's not taking the advice. He was like, if I need some advice, I'm not going to take it from you. So then there's this conversation about Jay, and where both Tasha and Andrew was talking. And he was trying to get a feel of where Tasha was. But Tasha was like, I'm not about to turn my head. I don't see, a life with him outside of the villa, and I see more of our connection with you, and I think that's where I'm going to stay. And of course, he was smiling ear to ear about all of this, and they got a little playful with each other, but I'm not sold on Tasha because she's too hot and cold when it comes to Andrew. She's up and down. I want some time. Give me more time. I don't know. So this is where it all starts in this episode, where we have Ekin-Su is really trying to bond and build upon her connection with Jay. And this is where we kind of hear her shoot her shot a little bit. Take a look.
I feel like I fancy someone. I feel like I just want to... Like, it just feels like it's flowing without effort.
Yeah.
And that's how it should be.
Okay.
So yeah, she was putting it out there just like she was doing with Jocks 2 days ago. And he was grinning ear from ear to ear. They're both the same age. So he's thinking that, man, I found me a mature, sexy woman. Ekin-Su is playing him just like she played Davide and Jocks. So she decided that she wanted to create this whole thing.
Secret level, so I'm going to go to the terrace. In like 4 or 3 minutes, can you come up and meet me in the terrace?
In the terrace?
Yeah.
So she wants to go and sneak off to this little, her own personal hideaway, not the hideaway. And of course, you know that Davide is watching all of this. She's on her knees like a cat, and he's following her up the stairs, right behind her, doing the exact same thing while they both trying to be sneaky and meet up in their little private rendezvous. And it led into their whole little conversation about, oh my God, how much I like you, and this. So they shared a few kisses. I mean, and just the excitement of it all, with the both of them sneaking around behind Davide's back and her sneaking right back out the door. It made for good TV, but for most people, I don't think they're happy with her right now. And Jay isn't too far off. And so much so, he was excited about what he did. He told Remy about it, and they fist bumped at the fact that he made this whole thing happen with Ekin-Su. Even the next morning, they were still fist bumping. So they all kind of, met up. The girls, the guys, they all sat together. They had conversations about what happened the night before. Did anybody cuddle? And Demi is pretty much saying where he is about, how things were going kind of rough between him and Amber. And so he decided that he wanted to fix her breakfast to kind of, backtrack and make it a little bit better. He didn't know how to make avocado toast, so they had to show him how to do it. And honestly, don't look so appetizing, but he served it anyway. He was trying to make a nice gesture to make her feel better about yesterday. A lot of that is predicated on her, though, not on him. And granted, she wants him to show a little bit more and give a little bit more effort, but so do you, sweetheart. Amber, you can't just sit back and just do nothing and then have this man jump through hoops. And as we'll see later, as much as he tried to make an effort here, it really didn't go so well. So here we are again with Ekin-Su still complaining about Davide to Jay. And I'm like, at what point are you going to have a conversation with Davide instead of complaining to other people about it? If you want to fix the real problem, fix it with the person you have an issue with. But she's so caught up into building this connection, she's not going to do that at the moment. And now we have Tasha, and she's kind of miffed right now because of the fact that Andrew told her about the conversation that was had with the boys group, where Jay said that, he think that there's some cracks in their relationship and that Andrew is a little bit more interested in her than she is in him. And that didn't set well with her, but she'll address it later. And then we have this conversation with Gemma and Luca, and Gemma is pretty much saying, look, you're doing too much. I'm going to need you to chill out. I like the fact that you interested and it's cute and all, but no, I'm going to need you to slow your roll. And he was chill about it, and she was happy that he didn't get all upset and everything when she told him that. And so they ended on a good note. Then we have Remy having a conversation with Indiyah. Now, Indiyah is open to trying to see what's going on with Remy, and Remy is excited about this whole thing. And they're trying to build a connection and have some conversation in this moment. But Ikenna is like, nope, not this time, buddy. So he comes and grabs his girl and say, you know what, can I have some time with Indiyah right now? And he took off. She was kind of happy about that. I think that was a step up for her. And yeah, Remy had to move on. And Remy moved on to Amber. Amber was also smiling, but she also talked about the details between her and Demi and how she's not happy about the little argument that they had, and it made her feel like he pushed her away. And in the middle of their conversation, here is Demi. And for a minute, he didn't say anything. He was just on his knees staring at them. I don't know if he was listening to the conversation or didn't know when to intercede. And Remy gave him the side eye as well. And he got sent away once again because he wanted that time with Amber. And this is where he profusely apologized. I'm sorry. And then she dug her heels in deeper and said, you know what? You made me feel like you pushed me away. No, you pulled away, sweetie. You got to come up with something. He can't do it by himself. So now Tasha decides to have a conversation with Jay because she didn't like what Jay had to say about, Andrew. And she felt like Jay was trying to undermine her relationship. So she had to put him on notice and say, I don't see you being compatible with me outside of the villa. So you need to cut it. Now we have this very interesting conversation between Jay and Davide. And Davide is pretty much putting him on notice like, dude, she comes through here and Ekin-Su gets excited by every new guy that comes in the villa. And he is absolutely right. And he said, why should I get all excited about something that every time a new guy come in the villa, she's turning her head? He didn't even, and I'm surprised Jax isn't even saying anything because she was talking about getting into bed with him a couple of days ago. And now here's Jay. And yes, Jay, you need to be thinking. Think hard. Be afraid. Be very afraid, because with Ekin-Su, you can be in Davide's position at any point. So now she kind of summoned him to their little private hideaway that she created upstairs. And again, they're crawling on their knees, trying to hide from the other islanders so they can't be seen on the terrace. And once again, that whole conversation that Davide had with Jay went right one ear and out the other because he was smitten. He did ask her about, what Davide had to say. And then, of course, she made it look like it's all on him. It's his fault. He should have stepped up and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, sweetie, I don't care what that man would have did. You are turning your head with every dude that come in. Now, the islanders below knew they were up there, so they blew the whistle on them. And so, before they decided to crawl and scurry back out the door, she's now getting her final kiss in, and he's got one smile from one ear to the other. So Davide, that went again one ear and out the other, and he's gone at this point. Of course, Davide is asking everybody, where is Ekin-Su? And it's like, dude, let it go. And both of them, both Jay and Ekin-Su, are lying to the other islanders about where they were, if they know where the other person were, because they were asking, well, where's Ekin-Su? I don't know. Where's Jay? I don't know. At the front door. And then she decided to pull Paige and Gemma aside to kind of break the news of what's happening on the terrace. And so Gemma is like, you know what? Let me give you a piece of advice. Time is limited. You have a connection. You looking for your once in a lifetime. You need to go for it. So now they finally connect with each other and have a conversation, and this happens.
The fuck I am,
No,
firstly.
I want to know where the fuck are you, firstly.
Oh, all of a sudden you care.
Huh?
You care now, yeah, about me. You want to know where I am.
What do you mean you care about me? I always cared about you.
No.
So yeah, he let her have it. He was, I mean, they just need to be done with each other. They went back and forth, you know, and it's so unfortunate for Davide that, you know, she was all over him drooling. And now she just walked away from him because pretty much she's done. She know where she wants to be, you know, and poor Davide. Your girl is going to show up. And as for Jay, he's going to be in your position. So let's sum all this up. So to sum all this up, Remy and Jay, of course, are still single, but this is probably going to change quickly with a recoupling ceremony in the near future. Jay and Ekin-Su definitely seem to be on the same page, leaving Davide in a tricky situation while Remy has been planting doubts in Indiyah's and Amber's head. Now, Tasha once again seems all in, for the moment, on Andrew after being put off by Jay. Gemma and Luca have hit bumps in the road since coupling up last week, but following their conversation in this episode, they look to be somewhat, I would say hesitantly from Gemma, back on course. Jocks and Paige are currently missing in action in this episode, but we can only assume that this means that the coupling is so far drama-free. So with the end of the week number 2 on the horizon, the Islanders have settled into villa life, but have they fully settled into their couplings? Only time will tell. So I hope you have enjoyed this recap video of episode 11 of Love Island UK. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.